ये जो India है ना, it's forgotten one of its 7 daughters, Manipur, which has seen violence for far too long. Recent clashes between its Kuki and Meitei people have left 60 dead. Over the decades too, Manipur has seen Meiteis pitted against Nagas, largely over the Naga demand for greater Nagaland. It has seen Nagas fight Kukis over claims to Manipur's hill regions, each side backed by armed militant groups. And for years, Meitei, Kuki and Naga insurgents have taken on the army, central forces and state police over issues of self-rule and autonomy. Manipur also bore the brunt of the harsh Armed Forces Special Powers Act or AFSPA, which often saw security forces target innocents, leading to Manipuri peace activist Irom Sharmila's 16-year fast against the law. Meaning everyone has played a role in Manipur's cycle of violence. So instead of getting into the blame game, the question that all stakeholders, the center, the state, community leaders, militant groups, everyone must answer is, what next? But let's understand how critical peace is and how violence has hurt progress in Manipur. And I'm taking the liberty of comparing Manipur with its southern sister and neighbor, Mizoram. Per capita income, the average Manipuri earns 7,300 rupees a month. The average Mizo earns 12,000 a month, same as the national average. While just 9.8% of Mizoram is below the poverty line, in Manipur it is 36.9%, making it the poorest state in the northeast. Health. While Mizoram has 226 hospital beds for every 1 lakh citizens, Manipur has just 72, again the lowest in the northeast. And while Mizoram has a literacy rate of 91.6%, Manipur is at 79.8, second lowest in the northeast. Now both Manipur and Mizoram had militancy starting in the 1960s, with the Mizo National Front in Mizoram and several groups in Manipur, the UNLF being the most powerful. But while the Mizo Accord of 1986 brought peace to Mizoram, the violence did not end in Manipur, and so it just kept falling behind, as the numbers show. The numbers also reveal another part of Manipur's problem: lack of development, which means that the size of the pie of opportunities of business, industry, farming, jobs, the size of that pie has not grown, even as aspirations and expectations have grown amongst all Manipuri communities. And when those aspirations can't be met, the netas, the community leaders, militant groups, they rake up old grudges, exploit divisive issues, allowing friction and violence to take over. And the real roots of the problem are forgotten. In Manipur too, issues are now being dressed up as the reasons for the violence. For instance, the debate over the Meitei demand for ST or scheduled tribe status. Now the debate on whether primitiveness or the indigenous nature of a people determines ST status is one that can almost never be resolved. And as per Sanjeev Barua writing for the Indian Express, there are at least 1,000 communities across India wanting ST status. But in reality, many of them are just tired of waiting for good governance, and so they push for ST reservations to improve their lives. What every community in Manipur really wants is a better life, a bigger pie of opportunities, where there's enough for all. Instead, we're pushing them to blame and fight each other for their problems. Another fear is that the Meitei-Kuki friction may acquire a communal color, even though religion is not at the root of the problem at all. Some evidence of that is already visible in the nature of the violence recently, as Kuki churches have been targeted, along with claims of Meitei Hindu temples being attacked as well. Manipur's BJP government has also said it's ready to introduce the controversial National Register of Citizens or NRC into Manipur to check the alleged influx of illegal immigrants from Myanmar. This too is being seen as an anti-hill tribal move, as ethnic Kuki, Naga and Chin tribals, most of them Christians, have lived on both sides of the Myanmar-India border for centuries. We may hope that Chief Minister Biren Singh does not exploit the communal angle, but unfortunately, in most BJP-ruled states, UP, MP, Gujarat, Assam, Karnataka, even Maharashtra recently, communal politics has played out, be it in the form of bulldozer Raj, anti-love jihad laws, or CA and NRC, or targeting Christian congregations and churches, or hate speeches at so-called Dharam Sansads, singling out minority communities for abuse, violence, and calling for their social and economic boycott. What could further tempt the BJP is Manipur's electoral maths. With 40 of its 60 assembly seats in the Meitei-dominated Imphal Valley, it would suit Biren Singh to position himself as a hero of the Meiteis, looking out for their aspirations, the demand for ST status, and unify the fragmented Meitei vote behind him. Today in Manipur, as these videos show, both Meiteis and Kukis are stuck in crowded relief camps. Their lives have been set back by years. In the debris of these destroyed homes, it's not easy to tell which home is Kuki and which is Meitei. What we do know is that both communities are hurting. As I said at the start, ye jo India hai na, it has forgotten one of its 7 daughters of the Northeast. Surely the people of Manipur deserve better.